Most people lie about harmless things to save time, to avoid awkwardness, to make themselves look just a little better. But Melissa Hale didn't lie like other people. She lied the way some people breathe, automatically, continuously, without pause, not out of malice, or so she claimed, but out of habit, a habit sharp enough to cut anyone who came close. In her 34 years of life, the truth was something Melissa kept locked under her tongue, letting it out only when she forgot to silence it. Her lies were polished, smooth, and immediately believable. She lied to get out of trouble, to get ahead, to get attention, or simply because the truth bored her. And because her lies always sounded sweeter than reality, people believed her, until the day her words finally began to show teeth. The office. It started on a Wednesday, the kind of Wednesday where nothing dramatic is supposed to happen. Emails, coffee, deadlines, meetings. But Melissa somehow managed to turn it into a storm. Her co-worker, Emily, was a quiet girl, 27, hardworking, soft-spoken, the type who came in early and left late. She didn't socialize much, didn't fight, didn't complain. She simply did her job and went home, which made her an easy target. The office had recently introduced a promotion opportunity, and although Melissa wasn't the most qualified, she believed she deserved it because she looked the part. Her words, not anyone else's. But Emily's work spoke louder than Melissa's confidence, and Melissa couldn't have that. So during lunch break, sipping her latte and pretending to type something urgent, she leaned over to her manager, Mr. Peterson, and said, "You know, I really hate to involve myself in drama, but I think you should know something about Emily." Mr. Peterson looked up, alert. "What is it?" "Oh," Melissa said, lowering her voice dramatically. "I'm sure it's nothing, but yesterday when I stayed late, I saw her printing confidential documents, a lot of them. I didn't want to make assumptions, but she also took some folders home. I thought maybe it was for overtime work, but I wasn't sure." Peterson frowned. "Are you certain?" Melissa placed a hand on her chest, eyes widened with performative sincerity. "I would never accuse anyone unless I truly believe the company might be at risk." That afternoon, Emily was called to HR. She emerged 30 minutes later, pale, hands shaking. "Is everything okay?" Melissa asked sweetly, pretending concern. "They said someone reported I was mishandling confidential material." Emily's voice trembled. "I would never do that. I don't know why anyone would say it." Melissa cupped her chin sympathetically. "Oh, honey, people misunderstand things all the time. I'm sure it'll be cleared up." It wasn't. By Friday, Emily's access was restricted. By Monday, her role was under review. By Wednesday, she was escorted out, job gone, reputation ruined. People whispered, speculated, distanced themselves. And through it all, Melissa smiled softly, sipping her coffee as if she hadn't just destroyed someone's livelihood for a promotion she still didn't get. A week later, on a Saturday afternoon, Melissa strolled into a supermarket. Hair perfect, lipstick flawless, eyes filled with that calmly manipulative confidence she carried like perfume. She wasn't there for groceries. She was there for attention. Near aisle 6, she spotted a married couple shopping. Mark and Sandra, both mid-30s, talking quietly as they compared prices of cereal. Harmless, ordinary, peaceful, which made them perfect. Melissa walked past them, turned, and gasped dramatically. "Oh, Mark, right?" The man blinked. "Do I know you?" Of course you do, she laughed. From that wine bar last month. You remember, late Saturday night? Sandra's head snapped toward her husband like a whip. The wine bar? She asked sharply. Mark instantly shook his head. I don't know what she's talking about. Melissa put a hand to her lips as if suddenly realizing her mistake. Oh my gosh, she whispered. Was I not supposed to mention that? I thought you two were, well, open about that stuff. Sandra's eyes widened, her face going red. Open about what, Mark? Mark stepped back, hands up. I swear, I've never seen her before. Melissa leaned closer, not too close, just close enough for Sandra to hear. Don't be too hard on him, she murmured. He seemed sweet, lonely, like he needed someone to talk to. Sandra shoved her cart aside. You told me you were working that night. I was, Mark barked helplessly. Passers-by stopped and stared. Melissa slipped away the moment chaos began. Behind her, the couple erupted into shouting, accusations, denials, anger sharp enough to shatter glass. Melissa didn't stay to watch. She didn't need to. The damage was done. She walked out with a small smile, as if she had done the world a favor. She found herself walking down a busy street. It was late afternoon, sunlight bouncing off passing cars. Ahead of her, she noticed an elderly man speaking to a middle-aged woman outside a shop. Their voices were calm, almost too calm. And Melissa, always hungry for attention, drifted closer. The woman looked familiar. The mother of one of Melissa's acquaintances, she thought. The elderly man, perhaps in his 70s, held a brown envelope and was explaining something gently. Melissa didn't need facts. She just needed an opening. So she walked right between them, pretended to overhear, and gasped loudly. Oh my God, is this him? The woman turned. What? Melissa lowered her sunglasses, voice full of fake shock. Isn't this the man who scammed your sister? The one who stole money from older women? The elderly man stiffened. What? No. The woman's face turned pale. What are you talking about? Oh, Melissa said casually. Someone in town was talking about it. I thought they meant him. My mistake. But you can never be too safe. The woman stared at the man, confusion turning into suspicion. You were asking about donations earlier this week, she said slowly. You said it was for a community project. Yes, the man stammered. For the youth center, Melissa cut in. That's how scammers usually start. Community work, sympathy, sweet talk. The woman stepped back. Get away from me, she said to the old man clutching her purse. I'm calling the police. The elderly man panicked, dropping the envelope. It's a misunderstanding, please. But Melissa had already walked away. Behind her, the man pleaded, the woman shouted, and strangers stood around whispering, judging, stepping back from the old man now branded a thief. Melissa didn't care whether the man was innocent. She didn't care about the chaos she had caused. She cared only that people had looked at her, listened to her, believed her. That was enough. But lies, like rot, never stay hidden forever. One morning, Melissa entered the office to an unusual silence. People avoided her eyes, whispered. HR called her in. Melissa, the HR director said, your claims about Emily were investigated. There is no evidence she mishandled documents. In fact, the night you claimed she stayed late, security footage shows she left at 5:02 p.m. Melissa opened her mouth, but no lie came out. And the anonymous report, he continued, matches phrases only you use. We also found discrepancies in your previous statements. You will be placed on leave pending investigation." Melissa felt her throat close. As she left the room, she noticed Emily's desk. Empty, cleared, cold, like a ghost of someone who should still be there. Then, as she reached the lobby, she saw them, Mark and Sandra, standing near the door. Sandra looked furious. Mark looked shattered. "Is this her?" Sandra asked him. Mark nodded slowly. Sandra marched toward Melissa. "Because of you," she hissed, "we almost divorced. We spent 2 nights screaming at each other. I made him sleep in the car, all because you wanted, what, drama? Attention? Why would you lie about seeing him?" Melissa tried to speak, but Sandra's glare pierced through her. "You are a cruel person," Sandra whispered, "and I hope you know what that makes you." Melissa stumbled back, heart pounding. But that wasn't the end. Outside the building, a small crowd had formed near the bus stop. In the middle of it stood the same elderly man she had accused on the street, the one she had nearly gotten arrested. His daughter was by his side, comforting him as he trembled. "That's her," someone said. "That woman caused all this." The man looked at her with eyes full of disappointment, confusion, and sadness. "You ruined my life for fun," he croaked. "Why?" Melissa felt the world tilt. For the first time in years, she had no answer, no excuse, no lie ready to protect herself. Because she finally saw it. The pattern of destruction she left behind wherever she walked. A lost job, a broken marriage, a humiliated old man, all tied together by one person, her. That night, Melissa sat alone in her apartment, all lights off, staring at the reflection of herself in the black TV screen. Who was she? A liar, a manipulator, a woman who spread pain because truth was too heavy to carry. She whispered to her reflection, "I didn't mean to hurt anyone." But the reflection didn't answer. It only stared back, lifeless, hollow, and silent. Melissa realized something that people like her rarely realize until too late. Lies don't just hide the truth. They replace it. And when you build a life on lies, there is no truth left to stand on. Her phone buzzed. Messages from coworkers, a warning from HR, a note from Emily's friend calling her a monster, a voicemail from Mark saying, "You almost destroyed my marriage," all because of her. Melissa dropped the phone. It clattered against the floor. In that moment, her lies finally caught up, wrapped around her throat, and showed her exactly who she had become. Bitter moral. A lie doesn't hurt when it's spoken. It hurts when it lands. And it always lands on someone who trusted you.